Hey everybody, Rhadamant here. Thanks for tuning in to Tomb World Survival. So, quick recap of last episode, we got shelled. Basically, there was a siege down here, and it kicked our butts. And the net result is, I asked all of you, well, it didn't kick our butts. It also gave us a lot of resources. But I asked you if I should disable sieges, and I would say the vast majority of you said yes. So, hypothetically, I have them disabled. I can't say 100% that it's going to work perfectly, but it seemed pretty straightforward at how to disable them, so disable them I did. Alright, now I've set everyone to no radiation because we built up a considerable amount of radiation dealing with that siege. I do have a few tips to go over. So one is from Acid. Yes, this Acid, the same one. Mentioning that I should probably put my turrets somewhere where it can be useful. And I'm going to do the same thing with the drill. I'm going to slightly move it out of the way so we don't have to stumble over it every time we go into the hallway. Let's hope that James doesn't get too much. Okay, he just got radiation damage in his lung. Bummer. Well, I do have spare lungs, so that isn't, you all voted for spare organs. Radiation damage cannot be excised like carcinoma can. It's unexcisable. So that's there to stay, is what I'm trying to say. Alright, we are producing chem fuel. Let's see, what else is going on? We're working on the hydroponics here. I also need a source of steel, meaning I need to come up here and probably start mining. I do have deep mining steel in my base that I could obtain, but my hesitation with that is I run the risk of an infestation every time I deep drill. So if I'm deep drilling, it better be for something that's worth deep drilling for. You know what I mean? James, what else is going to happen to you? Are you going to become some sort of super mutant? I hope not. Alright, so Falu, Acid, and Janes are definitely of ill mood. Let's see. Marble tile. Just noticed that that wasn't tiled up. That's probably been like that since day one. No one's allowed out here. I'm going to temporarily put that as no radiation so we can move it. Whoa. So many things happening all at once. Alright, now let's get rid of limited radiation there and no radiation there. And now we can turn that on and off at will. And now I've mined out a spot for this deep drill so that it doesn't block the hallway. And I will additionally put one little steel thing there so we can turn it off remotely as well. I need to find uranium. That's what I need to do. Alright, let's keep that off. Alright, Acid's healed. Stormy will be healed real soon, I believe. Yes. Jane's is going to be a little while. We don't have a hospital bed, so that's something else I want to do. Another tip I received from you guys, from Matthew, is that I should remove the floor here to reclaim some of the materials. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Done. Not a whole lot of materials, but why bury it underneath stuff, right? I hear that. Alright, so I'd like to work towards making this zone here. Let me clear the home zone. Making this zone ready for the prisoners. I think before I do that, I really need to secure more food. As much as I want to open it up, I think it would be dangerous. It would be A very bad idea, in other words. I won't be able to feed them, etc. So, in order to feed them, I need to mine this area. And in order to mine that area, I need to have my radiation go down. So, my best miners are Janes and Aggro. Everyone else, pretty negligible in terms of skill. But Aggro is going to be working on... I want him to work on normal components up until 6. Then the bionic stomach, then the advanced components. Why a bionic stomach? No reason. Why not? Let's hope Janes gets like cancer in the stomach or something, because that would be ideal, rather than cancer anywhere else. Alright. Now... let's get some components the old-fashioned disassembling the stupid mechanoid that I broke way. Alright. Hoping his radiation comes down. Moods are improving. I'm gonna take, let's see, restricting or assigning. James is gonna be on NPM and simple. Cephalo and Acid are the more moody ones, so I'm going to keep them on Happy Meals. Get it? Maybe. You probably do. Stormy's back to research. I'm getting autocannons and then uranium slugs. That'll be really nice, but again, need uranium. Which is the purpose of mining north. There will be lots of it. There'll also be some insect meat. If I could expand my hen population, I wouldn't mind. It'd be pretty handy. So another question I had posed to you, and I'll repeat this at the end of the episode just to make sure that people acknowledge it, is it's about Prepare-A-While raids. Now that I've gotten rid of sieges, does Prepare-A-While raids make sense? Yes or no? I could also probably disable them as well, as they don't really make sense in the context of this series, but I'm looking for input and feedback for that. So, whether you agree or disagree, I want to hear from you. I suppose what I could do is maybe the next formal poll I have, put that as a question when you're voting for goals. And I can put the sieges back in as a question as well to do it more formally. So maybe that's the time and place to do it, right? Rather than this informal poll. Alright, so we got some more carcinoma of a left leg. That's good. Good because I'll just give him a bionic leg. So, you know, I won't need to excise his leg or anything. I'll just toss another bionic one on there. Goka of the Thicket coming. Emu the Tender, who's good shooter, but uses a club. He's confused. Dorna. Ambrosia Addict. Where did you get Ambrosia? I have no idea. What just hurt you? You just tripped a spike trap? I didn't even realize I had active spike traps up. But, yeah, I have no idea how they have an Ambrosia addiction. They obviously can... yeah, I don't know. Ooh, those cargo pods sound close. Ooh, and it's meat. And it landed on my beacon. But it didn't destroy my beacon. So, awesome. Alright, so this will be a limited radiation grab. This will also add steel. It's pretty cool. Alright, so Tony, how is your health? You have initial, so you're good to go out there. Kazumi, you're good to go out there as well. Cephalo, you're good to go outside. Stormy, you're good to go outside. And now I'm shredding the... This should be a really easy fight, because he's already hurt. She? He. Down you go. It's the only ambrosia that probably exists in the game right now. Alright, so that bionic stomach is getting done. Kazumi is hauling one meat at a time. Yeah, that makes sense, right? Alright, I don't want you hauling one at a time, so I'm going to keep her on no radiation. So that everyone else can actually go run the meat inside. There we go. Stormy, gonna have you make the last run, and then the rest is slag, which is not going to degrade. I'm very lucky that I got that delivery. I suppose if it's on, maybe it has a higher chance of breaking down. I actually don't know if that's true. I haven't checked the code for it. So I'll leave them off for now. I'm probably not going to install any body parts until I have a proper hospital going, which means a lot more steel. So this slag should help in that regard. And in fact, once I'm done with that stone block, I'm going to hit suspend, because I don't need much more marble. What I need is chains to heal up, which means the steel for the hospital bed. I could also... I guess... no, yeah, I'll make a steel one. Plot steel doesn't make much sense, I suppose. Alright, so here we go. Making an advanced... No, I don't want an advanced component. I want you to make some drugs. Nope, but I don't have enough materials for that. This can be off. This can be off. Pretty soon I should have enough steel to make this bed. I could caravan that in, but it's so close to the base. It doesn't really matter. Alright, so 2 more slags and I'll be able to do it. He's no longer incapable. You know what I could do, actually, is let's work on that other bionic leg, right? So... And then Aggro just got inspired surgery, but I don't know if that's something I'm going to follow up on, because his medicine, I think, is pretty dismally low. It's too bad you didn't get inspired some crafting, because what the hell, man? You only have a medical of 7. Alright, so Cefalu's grabbing the materials for this. Janes, despite the fact that you are cancer-ridden, I'm going to make you craft it, because the only thing that affects quality is the skill of the crafter, and it's excellent. Boom. Nice. So now I am just waiting on... Aggro, you have nothing to do. Yeah, because you don't have any steel. Now I'm just waiting on some cotton to make meds, or steel to make the advanced components. So here is components and advanced components. And you can also be limited radiation. Let me clean up the limited radiation zone, though. There's still, like, little pockmarks everywhere. Oh, boy, is there. This is where slag was, essentially. Or weapons. Or chunks to haul. And there's pockmarks everywhere. I also ought to caravan some of that stuff. There's certainly no lack of materials there. I'll probably organize a caravan for that in a minute here. 9 in the morning? Yeah. Alright, let's go ahead and do it. World. Caravan. But not Jane's. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. Everybody head to the center here. I'm going to do a big old drop your weapons so they can carry 3.5 kilograms more, or 1, or whatever, depending on their weapons. Alright, so we're now all unarmed. Actually, I want to be going this way. Alright, I'm going to... Oh, the hen's got the plague. Individually check everyone's health levels just to make sure I'm not running any sort of bad risks here. No, everyone's all rearing to go. We're all on initial. Alright, let's leave this door open. That door should be in set, actually. Leave this one open. We really need to mine that out. There we go. Alright, I'll drop that somewhere else. The chief of Orange Tribe or whatever died. That's the one we have a rep of 1.0. Alright, equipping the sniper rifle. Alright, here we are. First one is going to be Stormy. Gonna just load up as much steel as I can. And then remove and let's paint. Oh, I see the problem. Okay, hold on. Stay there a second. Aggro, you're gonna have to mine here. All this nonsense we can just ignore. Alright, so while we do that, Safalu, load. And acid's not going to be able to carry very much, but what I can do with acid is... I didn't mean to melee attack. Alright, let's load the silver. Load the meals. Load more meals. Load the components. Load the shells. Load the shells. And then I'm going to reinstall the mortar. There. Alright. Aggro's going to dig away to get back there, minimizing my amount of radiation. For now, all this junk is going to go bye-bye. Tony, you... I do believe there was another sniper rifle out here that I wanted, right? Maybe. Okay, so acid. You are maxed out. Okay, so I'm gonna have you... Sorry, this is taking so long. It's a delicate procedure here to do it carefully and efficiently. Alright. So what it's going to look like once we're done, this limited radiation zone, let's paint it so that no one goes wandering inappropriately. Really, any of this could be included. But I'm going to temporarily forbid that. Okay, so you are going to be on limited radiation. You are going to be told to move the turret. Oh, this also needs to be limited radiation. This is not where the turret's going to be necessarily. It's just where I'm putting it for now. I might even break it down. There's enough turrets out here that I'm not going to need all of them, probably. Especially if more sieges are disabled. Alright, so Safalu, I'm going to get you to reinstall this bad boy. Or actually just uninstall it and haul it back. He's going to have to see a lot of dead bodies, and he's at a bit of mood risk, but I'll run that risk. Alright, aggro. I'm going to have aggro. Because he is going to be mining. I want him to get the least amount of radiation because he's going to be mining up north. So we'll let him be. Stormy and Kazumi. So Stormy, you're already max weight. You're going to be hauling this because that is a whole lot of components. Kazumi, you haven't gotten any weight yet. Checking everyone else for weight. Yeah, everyone else is about maxed out. So Kazumi's going to hang out a second. And wait for... Why would you be going this way? Oh, honestly, that's kind of a better route. Alright, that looks good. Tony. I know the clock's ticking up. That's 3 turrets. 4. Gonna make this door. Alright, acid medical emergency, but he is now pretty much inside. Kazumi, you're the last person here. Heavy SMG, going to equip. And then load. Load. Let's see what kind of weight we have left over. Maybe none. And aggro, how many times do I have to tell you to do that? Alright, so we're good here. We're okay there. Not good, but okay. Oh, there's another LMG over there. Zones. God, this is like a careful ballet. Alright, so she still has weight. I thought there were sniper rifles, but there might not be. And I'm not going to stand out here in the hell for too much longer. Aggro. I'm going to have you mine. And then haul a normal haul back. So the last one in caravan should be Kazumi. Her health is okay. Her weight is basically maxed. Is this steel? Yes. So we'll load that. I guess we'll load that too. Remove and put you on limited. All right. So if I've done it correctly, I will put everyone back on no radiation when they get home, so they can recover. And I'm going to... They all just saw a bunch of dead bodies, right? So I'm going to keep them recreated and happy. Gonna make sure no one's still in the caravan. I believe it disbanded. No, I don't want to carry... There we go. I'm going to forbid the rest and forbid that. I don't want anyone making a trip out here. Cargo pods. Oh, wow. Generous, but I think Kazumi can go for that because... No, she... Stormy? Stormy could, maybe. Alright, acid. That was a profitable run. I think these other mortars I'm going to break down. We probably only need one. I'm also going to need to put the shells somewhere safe. They're not safe there. So, I don't know where the mortar is eventually going to be, but we'll put them there. They're, you know what? That's a little too close to the... And isn't that irradiated? All right. Yes. I think all true. Sassy got a little irradiated there. Put you on no. So Stormy, Tony, Kazumi, Safalu, acid. Okay. I guess I could have done that in the restrict. Aggro's unlimited, but he's probably going to be using the fab bench instead. I feel good about that. That was a good run. And everyone that is... oh, Jane's is fully healed, quote unquote. Alright, so those mortars... Oh, it looks... No. Yeah, okay. Lots of good material out of them. Alright, so we're advanced components. And once we get some of the cotton harvested, we'll have the stuff for the surgery. Which will be great. Alright, Mr. Janes, you are going to be assigned nicer meals. No need for a mental break. Plus, we have plenty to make nice meals out of, right? We can make a whole lot of them. Alright, a lot of our battles have been CQB, so I'm going to go ahead and have my good shooters equip the close quarters weapons. I don't really have a lot of good shooters. Stormy, I guess, is going to have that. Janes, you're going to have the heavy SMG. If I need ranged weapons for whatever reason, I can always equip them. Alright, so those shells are somewhere safe. And a bandit camp for Architect leg. Guarded 8. Tempting. That's a really, really nice reward. It's really dangerous. Especially with the radiation as it is. You know what I need Janes to do? Mr. Janes. I'm going to have you arting. If that's a word I can use. That will make him happier. Consume a fine meal and be the artist you want to be. So I have a whole lot of bolties. Meaning bolt action rifles for the people in the pods. We'll get around to that soon. And now James is making the small marble statues. So the small statues are the most bang for your buck for trade goods, but for space for your buck, it is the large ones. So I might have him make a mix. As long as he's doing any sort of art with a burning passion, it's good. Because I don't want him losing his mind. And then this beautiful, excellent hospital bed, going to keep him from mutating and the like. You know what I'll do is... Yeah, I'm going to have to wait for more medicine. So we're making the advanced components. We have started the bionic leg. Let me go ahead and, if I could not keep messing up the misclicks, move the bionic leg to the top. And crank that bad boy up. So, drafty weapons. Yeah, everyone has better weapons. I guess Kazumi has a bolty still. I think I'd rather have the bolt over a machine pistol. So as you probably have noticed, I've really not had any recreational drugs for a bit, and that's because I'm struggling with the food. The buffalo meat from the sky certainly helps with that, no doubt. And then these prepackaged survivals will really help for trade, but it really never ever gets warm enough to warrant that, I guess. Alright, so I did say Kazumi or Stormy. Guess it's going to be Stormy. Alright, Mr. Stormy. I'm sorry to do this to you because you've already done it once, but it's going to be a little bit easier to do it the second time. You are going for a bit of a run. Before I do that, let's ditch all unnecessary weight. And we want to get that Nuturamine. That was quite an expensive drop of Nuturamine. It'd be awful if it rotted. And like everything in this damn nuclear world, it rots quick. Okay. Load. Now, the ship chunk would be awesome too, but I'm not going to send anyone for it for a bit. There's also a lot of components in the mountain, but God knows that's like a suicide mission. Alright, let's check your weight. 11. Is there something bigger and better than slag for me to bring home? Let me do a quick assessment. So we brought all the shells. There's some mini pistols, but that's not worth much. Yeah, I think it's just slag. 26, so we can do 2 more pieces of slag. Or 1 more, and then for this last piece, I will put a limited radiation zone there. I have tried to keep him away from the corpses, although I probably still have the debuff, huh? Nope, I don't. Alright, now on limited radiation, he is running correctly home. Cool. And my radiation buildup. Bad, but not going to cause any mutations. Cool. Hello, boom rat. I ought to start baiting boom rats, shouldn't I? I should. Acid. Again, sorry, caravanning, but you know. Alright, so we have one kibble here. I'm going to leave the kibble here and forbid it. And that should be enough to bait animals that are out there, the wildlife. I don't know how they sniff it out that far, but they do. So the leg is about half done. Soon we'll have the cotton for the radiation treatment. But unfortunately for all of you, I am out of time. So as I said previously in this episode, I'm going to put the siege and prepare a while raids as poll options on the next poll. For now, I'm going to have sieges disabled because that was the overwhelming majority sort of response that I got from you guys, but I'll put it to a proper poll soon. If you have any tips, tricks, feedback for me, drop me a line, and I do hope that you tune in next time. Thank you all very much for watching, sharing, liking, and subscribing, and I'll catch you all later. Adios.